Welcome to our class play. It is called Rhodopus and the Song of the Fountain in the Egyptian Cinderella story.
In ancient times, in a little island in Greece, lived a little girl in a village at the edge of the sea. She had a happy life playing with her friends and helping her mother with the chores.
One day, however, without any warning, a band of pirates attacked the little village. The frightened villagers had no way to defend themselves, so they ran away and hid in the hills. All except the little girl who, before she knew what was happening, she was captured by the pirates, forced aboard the ship the pirates had come in, and sailed away from her island homeland Europe.
The pirates sailed across the sea all the way to the great land of Egypt. The poor little girl was lonely, frightened, and terrified to discover that she was to be sold as a slave. All the wealthy families could even own slaves in those ages.
We are sailing off from Greece, going to the rich land of the Nile. It may take a long while. We have a pretty child. Some maps will pay a fair price. It'll all be very nice. But at last, good fortune smiled upon the little girl. The kindly and wealthy man named Bromidos took pity on the pretty child and, paying the price the pirates demanded, bought the girl to work as a member of his household on a beautiful estate near the great city of Memphis. He called her Rhodopus after the island in Greece where she had been taken.
Lovely as her new surroundings were. However, the troubles of Rhodopus were not over. The master Bromidos also had 3 servant girls who were overjoyed to have a slave whom they could order around and get to do their work for them.
This is the way it is going to be, slave. You're going to wash the clothes and make the beds, and cook the meals and sweep the floors,
And do all the dishes and the mending.
and anything else we can think of. But what will you do? We're going to tell you what to do, you silly little thing.
We're the servants of this great household, and you are nothing but a slave.
Look at her yellow hair
And her green eyes.
and her washed out pink skin. It makes you glad you're an Egyptian, doesn't it?
All say, Jaws, we're beautiful with our smooth, dark skin.
And her glistening black hair and her sparkling brown eyes.
Now get to work, Rhodopus. There's a whole basket of clothes that need to be washed. Be sure that you get them clean.
While we find out what the master wants for dinner.
So you can cook it and serve it and clean it up after.
All by yourself.
So good.
So Rhodopus toiled in the hot sun while the lazy girls sat in the shade.
Really, Rhodopus carried the laundry down to the riverbank.
That's strange. I thought the clothes basket was here a moment ago. Where could it have gone? Right there it is. I see. How do you do, my little monkey friends? I have sweet figs for you. Rhodopus, can you say that? Did you hide the clothes basket from me? Yes, I do that. I have a lot of work to do. Oh dear, I didn't mean to make you sad. Please forgive me. I know. I'll sing you a song. Would you like that? Let me see. I'll sing a song to you that was taught to me by the puppet. The very first day I came. Climb up the mountain, walk on high. Lift yourself above the trees and head out to the sky. Just step right out and spread your wings and fly from all kinds of things that make you high. Because you can fly if you just try. Would you like to do it with me? Climb up the mountain, walk on high. Lift yourself above the trees and head out to the sky. Just step right out and swing.
Rhodopus, I see you have some new friends.
Yes, Master Bromidos. Their names are Lulu and Are they helping you with your chores?
Why, yes, they are. Aren't you?
I heard you sing the Falcon song. It was very beautiful, child. Let's show you how if you just tried. No, not with your body. That could be one with wings of that. But if you try with your imagination and heart, you will fly.
I know what you mean, Master Rondos. When you're happy, you feel just like you're flying.
Yeah, that's right. And what's best about that is you make everyone else around you feel as well. I want you to have these slippers so that when you dance alone or with your friends, your feet will be as happy as your heart.
They're beautiful, thank you.
Now bring the laundry back to the house and immerse it and get ready to serve dinner. Immerse cooking and runner backs and meals and Bobcats and great to get the dishes buckled. Come now.
Day after day, week after week, Rodopis washed the clothes of all the household on the great estate and made the beds, learned to cook delicious meals, swept the floors, did the dishes, and anything else in the mending and anything else in Cinnamon Hills that Maris, Betsy, and Kippa could think of. She worked hard and she did her chores well, but everything she did with a light heart and turned her work into fanciful games, stopping now and then, sing the song of the falcon to her friend the monkey, or to dance in the sunlight with the beautiful red gold slippers that Master Romulus had given. One day, after she had washed the clothes and was laying them out to dry, her friend the monkey came to see her with a special surprise. What is it? You want me to meet someone? A friend of yours? I'd love to meet your new friend. Well, I'm very happy to meet you. You certainly are. I was not going to say big. You're not really big for a hippopotamus. Now stop that. She's not ugly. She's a beautiful hippopotamus. Yes, of course. And besides, it doesn't matter what you look like. It's how you feel about yourself and how you behave towards others. You have a good heart, don't you? All right, then. Let's teach her the falcon song, shall we? Climb up the mountain, walk on high. Lift yourself above the trees and head up to the sky. Just step right up. Oh, my beautiful slippers! You got them all wet and muddy. Oh, that's all right. I'll just lay them out here to dry. Now stop laughing and help me dry out these clothes. And maybe it would just be best for you to lie down in the pool and cool off a little bit. Oh, one of my beautiful slippers. Come back, come back. Rodopis, hurry. Fasten my collar.
Rodopis, adjust my headdress.
Quickly, you're going to make us late.
Faster, don't take all day about it.
My slipper.
Your what? Don't talk nonsense, Rodopis. Tell us how pretty we are.
You're all very pretty. Of course we are. We're going to the marketplace in Memphis.
Maris?
Be quiet, Bhakti. Memphis is the center of the world. The falcon took one of my slippers and flew away with it. You don't care about that.
Maris.
And besides, it serves you right for being so ugly. The falcon was probably the god horse teaching you to keep your place.
Maris.
Not now, Bhakti. The pharaoh is in Memphis. The pharaoh? Yes, silly, the pharaoh, ruler of all the world, and we're going to see him when we go shopping at the marketplace.
Maris.
Oh, what do you want, Bhakti?
Maris, there's a hippopotamus in the pond.
No, there isn't, Bhakti.
Yes, there is, Maris. See, it's right there.
There is no hippopotamus in the pond, Bhakti. If they were
There isn't?
No, there isn't. If there were hippopotamus in the pond, we'd have to run on to Master Romulus, wouldn't we?
Yes.
And then we'd have to bring him out here so he could see for himself, right?
Right.
And then he'd send us to find somebody to get the hippopotamus out of the pond, wouldn't he?
I guess so.
And by the time all that happened, it would be too late for us to go to Memphis and see the Pharaoh. And that's why there's no hippopotamus in the pond.
What hippopotamus?
Exactly. And you, clean up this mess. We're going to Memphis to see the Pharaoh.
In Memphis, in the great temple of the falcon-headed god Horus, the pharaoh of all Egypt, whom the people believed was a living representative of the god himself, was deeply troubled. His name was Thomasius, and although he was only a boy, he had to make a decision that would affect the lives of all the tens of thousands of his subjects.
His Royal Highness banned the lands.
Upper and lower Egypt, guardian of the holy city of Memphis, center of the universe and home of the falcon-headed god Horus.
Son of Isis and Osiris, ruler of the living and the dead.
Pharaoh
Thomasius.
I don't know what to do.
Oh, Pharaoh Thomasius, you are the child of the gods. Their wisdom will guide you. Almighty ruler of the two lands, no problem is too great for the king of all the world to solve.
O magnificent son of falcon-headed god Horus, every choice you make in prosperity and good fortune to your people.
Oh, be quiet. You're not helping. It's easy for all you to talk. You don't have to get married.
Married? Oh, Pharaoh!
Yes, married. The court is started and the high priest and portion, my advisors, my mother and my father, all tell me I must fight a bride for the good of my people.
That is the cause for salvation, O Pharaoh.
Pharaoh. All hail Pharaoh Thomasius and his new bride.
And why is the name and fortune made so select, O Pharaoh?
That's the trouble. I can't find anybody I want to marry. All the girls I met either too short, too tall, too young, too old, too shy, or too bossy. I want a wife who will be my companion and I want a wife who will be my companion and who will laugh and give me my comfort and who has a good mind and a gentle heart. Where am I going to find a maid like that?
Perhaps we'll say it next week on Horus.
He will send you a song.
That makes sense
To us,
What do you
it
think?
can't hurt to try.
What do you think, O Pharaoh?
That is a good idea. If the gods want me to marry, maybe you can send me a sign. Oh, Horus, son of Isis and Osiris, come to me on your falcon ways and show me the way to find the next queen of Egypt. It's a sign. The falcon god Horus has given me a sign. Thank you, Horus. I shall not fail you. Look at this red gold slipper with the sunrise and the sunset. Now I know what to do. Guards, prepare the royal barge. We shall sail at once in the lake of the Nile River. Find the maid who can wear this slipper. She shall be my bride. She shall be my queen.
Wait, oh, why are you listening?
Well, I suppose you can imagine what happened next. When Amara, Sachi, and Kippa discovered that Pharaoh Thomasius was gone when they arrived in Memphis, they were filled with disappointment and rage. So when they arrived back home, they took out their disappointment on the Dobus. They criticized everything she did and made her do it all again, just out of meanness. They gave her more work to do and complained that she was too slow in getting it done. They even called her names. Then, one day they heard that the Pharaoh Thomasius was coming to their estate, looking for a bride. The news thrilled them so much that they forgot to be mean to Jopus and instead busied themselves with making themselves as beautiful as they could. They each were hoping they would be chosen by the royal pharaoh. At last, the royal barge arrived. Just as the pharaoh was stepping out onto the dock and was king was seeking a maiden who could fit the red gold slipper, and that the falcon had brought him, and that the one who could wear it would be the next queen of Egypt. The soon goes went wild, sweet, trying with all their might to fit into the slip. But alas, the foot of the mare's was too long, and the foot of Bacti was too wide. And the foot of Kippa was too thin.
The Pharaoh was about to leave when Master Ramados looked around and noticed that the girl, Rodopis, was missing.
Rodopis, where are you?
The girl shyly walked across the garden to where the Pharaoh's guards were waiting to try the slipper on her foot. Of course, it fit perfectly, and she was overjoyed to see it again. The Pharaoh looked down at her and smiled, raised her up, and commanded that she be clothed in the royal robe. Here, all you present, this lovely girl shall be my bride and rule by my side as Queen of Egypt. Her hair is gold like the sun, her eyes are as green as the Nile River, and her skin is the color of the sacred lotus flower. And more important, she has a good mind and a gentle heart. Together we shall bring peace to the land of Egypt.
Oh, Rodopis, we are so sorry that we were mean to and made you unhappy. Please don't punish us too harshly now that you're going to be queen. We are sorry. Please forgive us, Rodopis. Punish you? Of course not. You three were my first friends when I came to this land.
We were?
Yes, of course. Why do I need to be Making? We kept me busy so I wouldn't have time to be sad about me. And even if your words were sometimes harsh, I knew that your hearts were pure and you only longed for better lives. Great Pharaoh, with your permission, may I bring a marriage stock and Kipper to me to the house at Memphis so they can continue to teach me and be my companion?
If that's what you wish, my queen.
And Master Romulus, you saved me from a life of sorrow, and it is your gift of the beautiful slippers that brought me this great fortune. Will you come with us to the house at Memphis for the wedding feast?
Of course I will, dear Rodopis, but it was not the slippers which value the most. But your own kindness and kindness of heart which prompted me to the beautiful slippers. And the falcon-headed God